class, how much problem we have done? Can you tell me? How many problem we have done in the last class? Uh, till 15th. Okay, okay. Up to 15 we have done. Okay, fine. Okay, but if I solve your doubts now, then everyone will have a different doubt now. That is a problem. So if I solve in sequence wise, okay. So if sir has done some problem, then you tell me that yeah, so this problem has been done. Okay, fine. So if I am doing some problem sequence wise, then if that problem has been done by Mulli sir, then you tell me that I won't do that problem. Then I go to next problem. Okay, that would be fine that way. Okay, so up to 15 we have done. Now we do 16 problem. 15 we have done or not? Okay, so question number 15. 15 we have done. Okay, 16. Now 16 problem is that the average distance of the moon from the earth is 3.8 into 10 to power 8 meters. 16 is done. 17. Okay, 17. When a size of the atom is when the size of the atom is 10 to the power minus 10 is enlarged to a size of earth, that is 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter, the size of the nucleus, that also I have done, I think. The 17th also I have done, I think. Okay, no. Okay, you have to next class is also your physics class. Okay, that would be taken by uh, Praveen sir. Okay, fine. So 17 we have to do now. When the size of the atom when the size of the atom okay, when the size of the atom, that is 10 to the power minus 10 meter, is enlarged to a size of the earth, that is 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meters, the size of the nucleus is the size of the nucleus measured is 10 to the power 3 meters. We are doing that 100 problem which sir has given to you. So I am doing the problem sequence wise. The last class I have done up to 16, then I am doing 17. Like this, I will do in sequence. Okay, fine. So the size of the atom is 10 to the power minus 10 is enlarged to a size of the earth, that is 6.4 10 to the power 6 meter. The size of the nucleus is 10 to the power 3 meter. Okay, what is the size of the nucleus in the given atom? Okay, now if we enlarge this nucleus, if we enlarge the atom to a size of the earth, then nucleus size is how much? Then nucleus size is 10 to the power 3 meter. So simply we can take the ratio here. Okay, like the size of the nucleus on the given atom, that is x, by size of the atom 10 to the power minus 10 should be equal to 10 to the power 3. That is the size of the nucleus when the nucleus is the size of the earth, divided by the size of the nucleus when it is at the size of the earth. Okay, so I think answer would be equal to how much? 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power minus 10 divided by 6.4 into 10 to the power 6. So we'll get the answer somewhat around 7 plus 6. How much? 1 by 6.4 into 10 to the power. Okay, 10 to the power how much? 4 minus 4 plus minus 10. Minus 4 minus 4 minus 4, no, 16 minus 16 minus 13. Okay, that would be your answer. 1 by 64 10 to the power minus 13 is the answer. Okay, it is not the math class. Okay, fine. You take out your that PDF which sir has given to you. Okay, fine. Now question number 18. So the answer would be 1 by 64 10 to the power minus 13 meters is the size of the nucleus in the given atom. Okay, you will get the answer. Just solve 1 by 64. Okay, question number 18. The average radius of the nucleus is yes, it is a physics class. Okay, the average radius of the nucleus is of an atom is 5 per micrometer. What is the volume of the meter cube? Per micrometer means how much? Volume will be equal to volume of the atom is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, so that would be 4 by 3 pi. Radius is how much? 5 per micrometer means per micrometer means what? How much it is? 10 to power 10 to power minus 15 whole cube. Okay, yes, 10 to power minus 15 whole cube. So if you solve this, you'll get somewhat of this answer. That would be around to this would be 4 by 3 into pi into 5. This will come as how much? 5 cube. 5 cube into 10 to the power 45 minus 45. Okay. So I think it will go by 125 into 4. 125 into 4 will be how much? For 28 and 6 means 600 into 10 to the power minus 45. Okay. So answer would be the answer will come as question number 18 answer. Yes, I think D is the answer. 5.2. No, no. This would be the answer. C would be the answer. 5.23 10 to the power minus 43 meter cube. Okay. 125 into 4 is 500. Okay. So it should be 500 into 10 to the power minus 45 meter cube. Okay. So it will come as around, this will come as around, C is the answer, I think, in this question. C is the answer. 18, C is the answer. Okay. 17, C. 17 question is that, read the question carefully, that if the size of the atom is 10 to power minus 10 to power minus 10 meter, okay, now we have enlarged this atom to a size of the earth, means we have enlarged this. When you enlarge the atom size is 6.4 10 to power 10 to power 6 meters, and the size of the nucleus of the enlarged atom, that is 10 to power 3 meter. Okay, they are asking you to find the size of the nucleus in the atom, this atom, that is 10 to power minus 10 meter atom. So we can use the unitary method. The size of the atom, that is size of the nucleus, that is x divided by size of the atom 10 to power minus 10 should be equal to size of the nucleus in large atom divided by the size of the atom. Okay, so if you solve, you'll get somewhat an answer this one. 1 by 6.4 into 10 to power 13 meters. Okay, that is how we can do question number 17. Okay, B is the answer, I think, for 17. Now 18, 19. Okay, so you have to tell me if that question has been solved by Murli sir, then you tell me. Okay, I won't solve that problem. Fine. Murli sir taught 19. Okay, then fine. 28. Okay, 19 is already done. Okay, 20. 20 we have to do. Okay, so Sir has taught you 28 question, 19 new question. Again to 19th. Why? Sir has taught you. Okay, you were not there. Okay, so but remaining were there. So what we can do? 20th we do first. Then we'll after at the last we can do the 19th question. Okay, 20th. A ship transmit. Okay, so 28 is that a ship transmit ultrasonic signal waves to detect an iceberg floating at a distance of 13.6 kilometers. The wave strikes the iceberg and are reflected back and are detected by the detector installed in the ship. The speed of the ultrasonic wave is 1470 meter per second. What is the time delay between transmission and reception of the ultrasonic waves? Okay, that is the problem. Okay, so we have a ship like this. Here is a ship. Okay, now this ship is transmitting some ultrasonic waves like this, and this is an iceberg. Okay, so what they are telling you that the distance between the iceberg and the ship is how much? 13.6 kilometers. The speed of the ultrasonic wave is 1470 meter per second. What is the time delay? So when the ultrasonic wave will be transmitted from this ship, it will go to the iceberg and it will get reflected back. Okay, and after reflecting back, it would be received by the receiver which is there in the ship, which means this wave, how much distance this wave have traveled. First, from ship to iceberg, that is 13.6 kilometer. Then again it come back the same distance it would travel, which means the distance traveled by the wave would be 13.6 into 2 kilometers. Okay, one first the wave will start from ship, it will go to iceberg and get reflected back from the iceberg. Okay, so how much distance it has traveled? That is 13.6 into 2 kilometers. In meters, it would be what? 13.6 into 2 into 1000 meters. Okay, so you'll get something around 136 into 2 into 100 meters. It's distance traveled by the wave. Now we know that speed equal to distance by time. So time lag t will be equal to distance traveled by the wave. That is 136 into 2 into 1000 divided by the speed of the ultrasonic waves. Okay, you just need to solve this problem. You'll get the answer. Okay. So what answer you are getting here? Yes, I think answer would be 18.5. Is this correct? Yes. Answer is C. That is 18.5 seconds. Okay. This is the answer. 18.5 seconds. Okay. That is question number 20. Okay. Next problem. Did you understand this or not? 21 is done by Mulli sir. Okay. 22. 22 we have to do now. Okay. 28th question is not very difficult. Okay. What they are telling you that a ship is transmitting ultrasonic wave. Okay. That ultrasonic wave will go and strike the iceberg, and again it would be received by the ship, means receiver in the ship. Okay, so this how much distance this ultrasonic wave has traveled? First from ship to iceberg, that is 113.6 kilometer. Again from reflected from iceberg to ship, 13.6 kilometer, which means total distance traveled by the ultrasonic wave is how much? 13.6 into 2000 is the total distance traveled by the ultrasonic wave. The speed of the wave is 1470 meter per second. So what is the time lag? Means how much time is spent, when we put the signal and then received by the signal. How much time is lag after transmitting the signal and then receiving the signal? That time lag would be 18.5 seconds. So after 18.5 seconds, we can detect we can detect that that wave. Okay, so 21 sir has done or not? Okay, question number 21. No, okay, 21 we will do now. Our sun is the largest body in the solar system. It consists of 98.5 mass of the solar system. The radius and density is approximately, some value is there. What is the approximate mass of the solar system? Okay, means the radius and density of the sun is given to us. Okay, so 21 is what? The sun is the largest. Okay, 98% of the mass of the solar system is sun. Radius and density of the sun is given to us. So we can find the mass of the sun. So mass of the sun would be equal to how much? That would be equal to density of the sun, that is 1.4 into 10 to power 3 into volume of the sun, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, 4 by 3 pi, and what is the radius? That is 7 into 10 to power 8 cube. The mass of the sun we got. So if you solve this, you get the value of the mass of the sun. Mass of the solar system is what? Mass of the solar system is the mass of the sun is approximately 0.98 times of the mass of the sun is approximately 0.98 times of mass of the solar system. Okay, so we can get the mass of solar system by dividing by 0.98. So mass of solar system would be this value, the value which we have calculated divided by 0.98. Okay, you get the answer for this. Okay, fine. So mass of the solar system will be mass of the sun divided by 0.98. Now screen is visible or not? Okay, so mass of the solar system would be mass of the sun divided by 0.98. You will get the answer for that. Okay, fine. Question number 19, you all are telling me. Okay, so first of all, do question number 19 now. Question number 19. The CN 1006 was a supernova explosion seen. Explain 21 again. 21, what is the problem? See, mass of the sun we have found, that is density into volume of the sun. Density is 1.4 into 10 to the power 3 into volume, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Radius is given to us. Okay. Yes, radius is given to us. Fine. So we got the mass of the sun. Now they are telling you the mass of the sun is approximately 0.98 times of the mass of the solar system. Therefore, mass of the solar system would be the mass of the solar system. The mass of solar system would be equal to mass of the sun by 0.98. Okay. So mass of the sun we can calculate from this expression 1.4 10 to the power 3 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by 0.98. You'll get the answer from this. Okay. So answer is coming as B. I think you have solved that answer. So answer will be B. Okay. Fine. Now next is 22. 22 sir has done. 22 I already done. Okay. 23. 19th. Okay, let me see 19th. CN 1006 was a supernova explosion seen during the medieval period. This supernova explosion took place near star Beta Lupi. The light takes 7,200 years to reach the Earth from this star. How far from the Sun did explosion? How far from the Earth did the explosion take place? So, what is the problem in this? See, light. What is the speed of the light? Can you tell me what is the speed of the light? The speed of the light is 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. That is the speed of the light. Now, the light takes 7,200 years to reach the Earth. Okay, so can we find the time taken by the light to reach the Earth? No, no. Light year is basically distance between the. So how much time is taken by the light to reach the Earth from the Sun? Time would be equal to. Time we can find. Time will be equal to 7,200 years. Okay, 1 year equal to how many days? 365 days. Means this much days is taken. Then how much time? How much hours? See, 7,200 is a year taken by the light to reach from that star to Earth. This is the, if you multiply with 365, we'll get the days, number of days. Okay, from number of days, what we can get? Number of hours. So in one day, how many hours are there? 24. Okay, now in 1 hour, how many minutes are there? 60. How many seconds are there? 60. So that is the time taken by the, yes, that is the time taken, that is the time taken by the light to reach this. Okay, that is the time taken by the light to reach from that star to Earth. Okay, the speed of the light is given to us, that is 3.8 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. Can you find the distance here? Distance would be equal to speed of the light, that is 3 into 10 to power 8 into this time taken, that is 7,200 years into 365 days into 24 hours into 60 minutes into 60 seconds. Okay, so if you solve this, you'll get the answer. Okay, so answer I think would be, wait, what is the answer for this? Question number 19 answer is A. A means it would be around 6.81 into 10 to power 19 kilometers is the answer. Okay, 19th A is the answer. Okay, fine. So 6.81 into 10 to power 19 kilometers. Yes, very good. Next problem. So 21 sir has done. 22, 21 we have done. 22 sir has done. Okay. 23, 23 sir has done. Not done. Okay. Question number 23. When the observations are taken at the interval of 6 months from the Earth, then the angle of parallax is zero point 0.4 minutes. What is the distance of the star in parsec? Okay, so 23. So the angle of parallax. So do you know about the angle of parallax? Okay, so when the observation is taken after 6 months, what is parsec? Okay, first of all, let me see what is parsec. Parsec is a unit of the length which is used to measure the astronomical object outside the solar system. Okay, you can write down what is parsec. Okay, so parsec is the unit of length. Okay, used to measure the large distance. Used to measure the large distance. Okay, so a large distance to astronomical object. Okay, astronomical object. Astronomical. Astronomical object. Okay, which is outside the solar system. So outside the solar system, that would be equal to. So one parsec is equal to 3.3 light years. 3.3 light year. And what is light year? One light year is the time taken by the light. Okay, or the distance traveled by the light. One light year is distance traveled by light in 1 year. So can we find the distance traveled by the light in 1 year? So one light year will be equal to how much? So in 1 year, how many days are there? 365. Okay, then 24 hours, then 3600 into speed of the light. The speed of the light would be how much? 8 into 10 to the power 8 meters. The distance traveled by the light in 1 year would be 365 into 24 into 3600 into 8 into the power 8 meters. Okay, that is how we can find one light year, and one parsec would be equal to 3.3 light years. Okay, so I think you understand what is parsec. So one parsec, I think it would be around 3.08 into 10 to the power 16 meters. Okay, so one parsec would be 3.08 into 10 to the power 16 meters. Correct now. Okay. Did you get this? Did you all get this or not? What is parsec? Okay. Now next thing is parallax method. What is parallax method? Okay. See. If you think about parallax method, like like we have some observation. So this is the like some object is there, like moon is there. Okay, this is the moon. Fine. And some observatory is there on the earth. At this point, some observatory is there. Now, with the help of this parallax method, we can find the diameter of this moon. How we can do? We have to send some signal to this end of the moon like this. Okay, and this one. So we have to send some signal, and we can find this distance that is the diameter of the moon d. Okay. Now this angle is taken as theta, which is the parallax angle, or we can take alpha, whatever you want to take. Okay, alpha, and b is the distance between them. Okay. So with the help of this angle tan alpha, we can find tan alpha would be equal to d by b, d by b. Okay, this would be equal to d by b. And since angle alpha is very small, we can assume tan alpha is alpha only. So alpha would be equal to d by b. So from this expression, we can find the angle here. Now, what is parallax here? Now, parallax means I think if you have ever traveled in the if you ever traveled in train or something, you have seen that whenever train is traveling like this, okay, and you look outside the window, fine, you will see that the
Ubamani sir, 1 second, sir. Ubamani sir.
yes sir, yes,
From KNMS, one staff they want to talk to the students. Just give
yes,
me 5 minutes, sir. Yeah.
yes sir.
Good, யாருக்கு மோன இதுக்கு தானே மோன யாருக்கு குடு 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 அவங்க கலர் பண்ண அன்மியூட் பண்ண அவங்கள அன்மியூட் பண்ணி கொடு நீ சொல்லியா யார் இது ஸ்டான்லி ராஜா சார் ஸ்டான்லி ராஜா சார்
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, you can talk to the students, sir.
Sir, I'm a student.
Oh, sorry, ma. Sorry, ma. Staff, they want to. Woman, sir, you continue, sir. One staff will join the meet, sir. Mohan Priya, ma'am, in KNMS, she is available right now. I will give to her space. The first of cut பண்ணிட்டேன்.
Okay, shall I continue or not?
இது இருக்காங்க பாரு ரைஸ் ஆன் பண்ணிருக்காங்க பாரு
Ramesh sir.
Yes, sir. Now Monapriya ma'am. Monapriya ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Good afternoon for KNMS students. I'm a teacher from KNMS. That is, you will be going to have a regular English and computer science class. Have you got it, ma? So I'll now share the screen and I'll give you a common ID. Using that ID, you can attend your English and computer science class. Have you all got it? So now I'll give a common ID. Using that ID, first you come into the Edward Waiter dashboard. You can see your respective username ID there. Now see, sorry, shall I share my screen? Have you enabled the token?
1 second, ma'am. I'll share screen all open. Ma'am, can I give to the students in that end of the conversation because other school students also join the meet. So is it okay for you in the end of the section? Can I get you to the, yeah.
At which time you tell, I'll join you by that time, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ubamani, sir.
Yes sir.
Sorry for the disturbance, sir. Once it is over, no, then inform to Chandru. So she will call that ma'am and she will share in the.
So sir, I can give before 10 minutes meets like this.
Yeah. Last 10 minutes. Yeah.
Last 10 minutes I can give them. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I think I was telling you about parallax method. So first of all, what is parallax method? You understand here. Okay, like when you are traveling in a train. Okay. Yes, 1 light year is the unit of the length. Okay. 1 light year is the distance traveled by the light. Light year is not the unit of the time, first of all. Light year is the unit of the distance. Okay. So 1 light year is the unit of the length or distance, which is the distance traveled by the light in 1 year. The distance traveled by the light in 1 year would be light year. So I think we have found the light year like this. That see, we can see here. So 1 light year equal to how many days are there? 365, then 24 hours, then 3600 minutes. Okay. Okay, fine. So from here we can find this value. Okay, parallax. First of all, I explain to you parallax method. Okay. Wait, I tell you about parallax method. What is parallax method? See, like when you're traveling in a train. Okay, have you ever observed the moon? Okay, now with no distance traveled by the light. No, in any respect you take the distance traveled by the light. Uh, the distance traveled by the light in 1 year. You take any frame. Okay, it is not like that. With respect to solar system, we can say with respect to solar system. Okay, fine. In with respect to Earth also, if you take that distance traveled by the light, that would be same only in 1 year. Okay. Frame, you can take solar system frame, or you can take earth frame, any frame you can take. Okay. What do you mean by frame? Okay. Okay, I tell you the frame first of all. What is frame? Frame of reference. What is frame of reference? This topic is in there in I think it is in there in motion in one dimension. We will teach you frame. Okay, sir will teach you in frame of reference. Okay, there, fine. Okay, let us do this problem. What is parallax method? Okay, parallax method, I think I told you that I give you some idea of parallax method. Okay, like when we are traveling in a train, okay, you observe a nearby tree. A nearby tree is there like this. Okay, you will see that to see the tree, you have to rotate your head very fastly so that you can see the tree. Okay, fine. Why it is fast? Why we have to rotate the head very at a very fast rate to see the tree? Because the tree is very near to us. Therefore, therefore we have to rotate our head too much to see the tree. But if you see the moon, which is very far away from the train, you will find that it will remain stationary with respect to this train. Okay, this phenomena, like so so you can see the moon will not change its position with respect to train. The reason is that the moon is very far away from us. If it is very far away from us, we don't have to rotate our head too much to see the moon. Okay, so we it for us it appears to be stationary. So this phenomena is known as parallax. Okay, fine. This phenomena is known as parallax. Okay, so by using parallax method, we can we can find the distance. We can find the distance between the sun and the. I mean, we can find the uh, distance here. Okay. Now, if you see this question number 26, what they are telling you? They are telling you that question number 22 we were doing. I think, na? Question number 23. Okay. So question number 23. When observations are taken from the interval of 6 months, the angle of parallax is 0.4 minute. Sorry, seconds. The distance of the star in parsec. So how can you see? How can you draw the figure? So when we are observing from the Earth. Okay. So this is the Earth here. Okay. We are observing from the Earth. The angle of parallax for a star is 0.4 degree. So if you look at this, this is the sun. Okay. Wait. Okay. So this is the sun at the center. Fine. The Earth is rotating around the sun in the elliptical path. Okay. Now, after the 6 month means if we assume the Earth to be at this position, after 6 months it would be at this position, exactly opposite side of the exactly opposite side. Okay. Now, yes, it would be exactly at opposite side. Fine. Then okay. So if we observe from any one of these star like this, okay, a distant star is there, then from the star, how much angle it will be sustaining. Okay, so this is the star here somewhere, S1. Okay, now with respect to this star, how much angle it has rotated? This would be what? Theta 1. This would be your theta 2. The total angle would be theta, and the distance the Earth has traveled is how much? 2 astronomical unit, I think. Wait. Okay, distance of the star in parsec. Okay, distance of the star in parsec. Okay, so distance between them is how much? That would be equal to 2 astronomical unit. Okay, so we have to find distance in parsec. So we can find the parsec also, no problem in that. Okay, now this is the distance of the star, that is d. Okay, now this distance is d. We can assume this as d, or this is 2 astronomical unit. Wait, this distance we have to find. Okay, this b we have to find like this. This is b, this is your d. So we can say tan theta will be equal to b by d. Okay, tan theta would be equal to b by d. Okay, fine. So when the observation is taken over 6 months, so this b will be equal to 2 astronomical unit. Okay, so this d will be equal to b by 2 astronomical units. Okay, now so tan theta is given to us. Theta is how much? 0.4 minutes. Okay, so theta is 0.4 minutes, which is equal to how much? That is equal to 0.4 into 4.85 into 10 to power minus 6 radians. Okay, fine. That is theta. Okay, and b will be equal to 2 astronomical units. That would be equal to 2 into 1.496 into 10 to the power 11 meters. So we can find the distance between them, that is d. D would be equal to b by theta. D is how much? 2 into 1.496 into 10 to the power 11 by theta is 0.4 into 4.85 into 10 to the power minus 6 radians. Okay, that is how we can find the value of this d. Okay, again I'll explain to you, don't worry about this. Okay, see, again I explain to you. The distance between the sun and the earth is 1 astronomical unit. Distance between the sun and the earth is how much? 1 astronomical unit. So after 6 months, the earth would be at this position. Okay, means before 6 months it was at this position. After 6 months it will come to two position, which means the distance traveled by the earth would be how much? 1 astronomical unit plus 1 astronomical unit, means 2 astronomical units. Okay, so this b will be equal to 2 astronomical unit. Okay, that is, and 1 astronomical unit is equal to how much? That is equal to 1.496 into 10 to power 11 meter is 1 astronomical unit. So distance traveled by the earth at a span of 6 months would be equal to 2 astronomical unit. That is 2 into 1.496 into 10 to power 11 meters. Okay, now distance from the, let us suppose this distance from the distant star to the earth is how much? D. Okay, okay, fine. Wait. See, again you read the question carefully. Again I will explain to you if you don't understand. When the observation are taken at an interval of 6 months from the earth, the angle of parallax is 0.4 minute. The distance of the star in parallax would be, see, this is the distant star. S1 is the distant star, and we are observing from the earth. Okay, now now after, see, this was the star. Okay, we were observing from the earth. After the span of the 6 months we reached here, then again we observed this sun. So we found that how much angle it has sustained. It has a sustained angle of theta before 6 months and after 6 months. Okay, so this theta is the angle of angle which sustained on the star. Okay, fine. Now we know that the distance from the sun and the earth is 1 astronomical unit. So distance from the sun and the earth is 1 astronomical unit. So at a span of 6 months, how much distance earth has traveled? That is equal to 2 astronomical units. B is the distance traveled by the sun in at a span of 6 months. That is 2 astronomical unit. That is 2 into 1.496 into 10 to the power 11 meter. This is the angle sustained. Now angle is theta, which is 0.4 minute. Okay, 0.4 second, not minute. This is second. So how you convert 0.4 second? See, 1 radian equal to how much minute? That is equal to 60 minutes. What is the value of 1 radian? What is the value of 1 radian? See, how can we find 1 radian value? We can find 1 radian, that pi is equal to 180 degree. Wait. Okay. So what we can do? 1 radian. What is the value of 1 radian? That would come as wait. 180 degree is equal to pi. So 1 degree will be equal to 1 degree equal to pi by 180 radians. So 1 degree equal to pi by 180 radians. Okay. Now 1 degree equal to 60 minutes. So 60 minutes is equal to pi by 180 radians. So 1 minute will be equal to how much? Pi by 180 into 60. Okay. And what is 1 second? 1 second would be equal to 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. So we can write 60 second is equal to pi by 180 into 60. So 1 second would be equal to how much? Pi by 180 into 60 into 60. Okay. So this theta is given as 0.4 seconds. So which means 1 second equal to how much? Pi by 180 into 60 into 60. So 0.4 into this value will come. Okay. If you solve this 1 second, you will get the value as 4.85 10 to the power minus 6 radians. So theta will be equal to how much? 0.4 into 4.85 10 to the power minus 6 radians. Correct now? Fine. Now d is the distance of the distant star from the earth. So d is this. So we can use parallax method here, that tan theta must be equal to b by d. Tan theta must be equal to b by d. B is the distance traveled by the earth in the span of 6 months, that is 2 astronomical unit. Fine. D is the distance of the star from the sun, that is d. So we have to find d. D will be equal to b by theta. Now here we are using one more concept, that is small angle approximation. The small angle approximation means that if theta is less than 10 degree, then sine theta will be approximately equal to theta radians. Cos theta is approximately equal to 1, and tan theta will be approximately equal to theta radians. So if theta is less than 10 degree, then tan theta can be written as theta radians. Correct now? Tan theta is written as theta radians. Fine. So here theta is very small. 0.4 second is very small angle. So if it is very small angle, then tan theta can be written as theta itself. So we are using that concept here, d equal to b by theta. So if you solve this, you'll get the answer. Okay. I think you understood or not. Any doubt is there, you can ask me. So 23 answer is 23 answer is A. That is 5 parsec. Okay. Did you all understand this or not? 5 parsec. Okay. Any doubt? 5 parsec. I think parsec also I explained to you what is parsec, what is light year, what is astronomical unit. Astronomical unit, you understand now? The distance between sun and earth is taken as 1 astronomical unit. The distance between sun and earth is taken as 1 astronomical unit. Understood? Okay. Fine. Any other doubt in this problem? Do you know about parallax method now? You want me to explain or not? Okay, fine. So I think you can see the slides. Okay. Because before 10 minutes I have to leave you all. Yes, one parsec equal to 3.3 light years. So 1 light year we can find. 1 light year will be equal to distance traveled by the light in 1 year. So we can find 1 parsec value, that is 3.3 light years. Okay. One thing more, you don't need to remember all these values. I also don't remember the 1 light year. Okay. We can solve the light year value. 1 light year will be equal to distance traveled by the light in 1 year. Okay. So from here you can get the value of light year. From light year we can get the value of parsec. 1 astronomical unit also we can find. Okay. 23 explain again. See, wait. 23 I'll explain again. See, this was the distant star S1. S1 is a distant star. Okay. We are observing this star from the Earth. Okay. So we have observed this star. Okay. From this point. Then after 6 months again we have observed. We found that the angle it has changed. The star angle has changed as theta. Okay. Which is 0.4 seconds. Okay. 0.4 second is the angle changed by the sun. Angle change when we are observing from the Earth. So theta will be equal to how much? 0.4 second. Okay, fine. Now, how we got 0.4 second? See, when we are on this point of the Earth, this angle it made from the vertical is theta 1. So this would be theta 1, and from here again theta 2 is the angle made by the vertical by the Earth on the from the vertical, that is theta 2. So total angle is theta, which is theta 1 plus theta 2. Total angle they have given as 0.4 second. Okay, fine. Now we have to use some concept of astronomical unit. That distance between Earth and Sun is 1 astronomical unit. So after 6 months, the Earth would be exactly opposite side. Okay, so how much distance the Earth has traveled after the span of 6 months? That is B. That B will be equal to 2 astronomical unit, and 1 astronomical unit value is 1.496 into 10 to the power 11. Okay. How see, fine. So we got this B value. Okay. Now D is the distance of the Earth from the Sun, from this star. Okay. So then we are using parallax method. Tan theta must be equal to B by D. Okay. D is the distance which we have to find. B is the distance traveled by the Earth in the span of 6 months. Theta is the angle. Okay. So I think we have used parallax method here and get the answer. Now some more term is there like seconds. I think I told you that 180 degree equal to pi radians. So 1 degree will be equal to pi by 180 radians. Okay. 1 degree equal to 60 minutes. Okay. So from here we get the value of 1 minute. Then 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. So 1 second would be equal to this much radian. That is pi by 180 into 60 into 60. Okay. Any other doubt in this? Okay. So I will leave you all. Fine. So, okay. Thank you all.